course, try to internally come to Buddha. When all of our senior sannyasi section are feeling under so much pressure, I have to basically try to go on and try to understand. But I feel that they are trying to do something so serious. Well, Guru said, like a sharp knife, maybe. It's like a quick sadhu means, so because it's sadhu means one who cuts sharply. The Guru said also, and Krishna can simply want to know if the heart, if affection is put under pressure, what will it yield? So when he talks of sannyas, golden volcano, it's mentioned. I think, Jai Bhakti Vimala Maharaj, usually done all. There's an interesting part in the book where he says, what is the sannyas that appears to be cruel to take a child from the lap of his mother, to guide the creator, and make the son? Is it redundant? Is it multiple? He puzzles all these questions, and then he goes into the section talking about how it's intimately related to separation and union and separation. And it's very interesting. And then we get to this point of when affection is put under pressure, what will it yield? So I used to wonder why in the 10th canto, when you finally get to the famous Rasa Lila Pasam, it's hardly begun and Krishna vanishes. That's very mysterious. Why? And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Krishna realizes if he will separate himself from the Vrajagopis, then their hearts will be plunged into the depths of separation. So when they're in that condition, if he will return, the type of affection that will be expressed will be hundreds and thousands of times greater. So he's doing this apparently cruel thing, separating himself from them. Those who cannot tolerate his absence, within the blink of an eye, they're cursing Brahma, the creator, saying you don't know how to make eyes properly because they blink, and for that, microsecond, we don't see Krishna. And then Vishnu starts measuring time and how, according to how long it takes for an eye to blink, and it's like 950 or whatever, but that period feels like 900 yugas to the. So it's what Guru calls the contraction and expansion of time and space. Well, again, so when affection, the pressure will increase on affection, what sort of substance will be yielded? Something superior. And this is the only way we can accept Krishna making himself absent from the devotees. Or Gurudev saying about Lord, like, I've done everything for you, but this I cannot do. What we've discussed. When Guru is leaving the world, so please, I'm willing to do anything and everything for you, but not this. But then sometimes Guru is in his own word to say, by the roads of affection, it's pulling the heart. Whatever plane Srila Guru is within, Srila Gurudev within, by the ropes of affection that we're feeling in separation, it's pulling our hearts in that direction. So it's their mercy, a merciful plan to forcibly pull us into that plane. And that's what we spoke earlier. The Dilapa Kusumasya Radhanath Das Goswami, where he says, Vairagyi Bhakti Rasa Prayatno Apayayam Manabit Samangam Kripam Viviyat Faradupadruki Sanatana Stram Prabhu Asrayami. The prayer of the Sanatana Goswami is saying, I was unwilling to gain this Vairagyi Bhakti Rasa. I didn't understand who can understand what it is? Saraswati Thakur, Saki Babu, who donated this land, Saki Charan, this land of Chaitanya Saraswati Math, was donated by one dear disciple of Srila Saraswati Thakur, who loved Guru Maharaj so much, came here in the early days. You've heard the stories. He donated them the yoga pits and Chaitanya Math and many things, but he gave this to Guru Maharaj. He was one of the early witnesses to Srila Saraswati Thakur's coming out, because he was hidden in the non-bhajan and his internal thinking in Mayapur, and then he got the inspiration to come out. And as he did, one by one, he would meet people and convert them. So Saki Charan was one of the first witnesses. He said that's where Saraswati Thakur would be seen, like pounding on the table, preaching to them, his face flushed, the blood rushing to his face with his excitement, which Guru Maharaj saw later and said, then we understood when it's lotus face. Because the lotus flower has so many petals, and they're like pink going to white. If you look carefully, they go pink, white, pink, white, pink, white, pink, white. And so they would see Saraswati Thakur's face like a lotus, flush with his intensity and enthusiasm to express Krishna conception. So Saki Charan, he said, we couldn't understand what he's talking about. But what we could understand is that he's trying to forcibly make us drink some nectarine substance. That we